Hello, hello, and welcome to Elevate Your Game. I'm so thrilled to have you here. Welcome, welcome. It's going to be really exciting. Right away, I'm going to dive in and get to share a little bit about me. Maybe you already know me through Instagram, Facebook, maybe TikTok. My name is Graciela. I'm a mindset coach and mentor, and I get to help entrepreneurs, high achievers like you to take their life and results to the next level. Here at our practice, the House of Legends by Graciela, we offer different programs, services, workshops that are going to help you to do that. Moving forward, let's take a moment and recognize you. Let's take a moment and acknowledge that you're here, that you decide to invest your time and your energy and be present here, and that is huge. You are here because you are a high achiever. You are a successful woman who's ready to take their results and their life to the next level. You have a strong sense of you are meant for more. And maybe you've been showing this in your current business, in your current field, but something else, and you can feel it. You are a powerful leader willing to achieve and to put work in your goals in this upcoming 2024. You also know that doing more is not a way. You are ready not only to try, you are ready to use new methods. You are open-minded to receive. You want to gain clarity and feel confident about taking action to achieve your goals. You are ready, completely ready to say goodbye to the yo-yo effect and to create and maintain those elevated results. If this is you, you are in the right place. Let's set an intention. I know this is a masterclass that you are watching here the replay, but it's really important. I said setting the tone, making an intention is really important. I do this in my paid containers, live workshops, live masterclasses, and recordings like this. Let's make an intention because that is going to help us to focus our energy in a different way. This is going to be really, really powerful. And I'm going to, while you're doing that, and I trust that you're taking 30 seconds, 40 seconds to do that. Don't overthink it. Maybe your intention is to understand more about what is elevating your game concept. What do you have to offer? Maybe for you to being open to listen something that could change or shift something inside you and light up the magic inside you. My intention for you is to give you something world-class level that you can apply right away. I'm going to provide you information, of course, but right here, you're going to have some tools that you can integrate right away. And that is my main intention. We have a lot of information over there, social medias, like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. But what we want is have a piece of information and integrate it in our psyche. Moving forward, elevating your game right here through this session, we're going to go and we'll cover 3 specific elements that for my personal experience and also my clients' experiences, I see that are essential to take our game or life to the next level. The first one is setting new goals. It doesn't matter if you are doing great. It doesn't matter if you're doing 6 figures in your business a year. There's always room to improve. There's always goals that are going to help you to stretch and to grow more. So I'm going to go in depth. Don't worry about it. The second one right here is understanding what is holding us back. Like I said, it doesn't matter if you are doing great. There's always some beliefs that we need to upgrade. And lastly, we need to create a new self-image. Your current self-image is the one that is producing the current results, the current income, and I'm gonna go in depth, like I said. So those three elements are gonna be essential to help us to elevate our game, your game. The first one, goals. Goal setting is really important, and it's not about what I need to get, or many people confuse setting goals to, it's because it's something that I need to do or have to do. Actually, no. Actually, goals are a really powerful tool because are going to help us to stretch, to change, because in order to achieve or to align with that goal, you need to change either your habits, ideas, behaviors. I'm gonna bring to you this graphic during our presentation. Right here on the red, white dot, imagine that is you. And those lines are infinite lines. It doesn't mean that you are here on the bottom. I'm just putting an example here. Right here, where you are experiencing current results, current income, people, situations, thoughts. And the star represents when you are setting a new goal. That new goal contains new people, situations, circumstances, and that is the reason. Those lines are actually frequencies, and when we set a new goal, that goal already exists, but it's another frequency. And I know this is deep stuff, and this is the kind of work that I get to help my clients. And now I'm helping you to understand at the deepest level, all right? Think big, bigger. Start to unleash your imagination. Your imagination is actually one of your higher faculties. And we talk about higher faculties on my programs, but I'm gonna bring that faculty specifically here. Thinking bigger. What do you really want? What is that goal that excites you? It has to be a clear, compelling, beautiful goal. Many of my clients, they come to me and they say, oh, well, I'm doing great in my business, but I would love to do something else. Want to bring more income. And I said, how much? More. So we have to be clear. If for you it's a financial goal that you want to align with, achieve, it has to be clear, because our mind is always looking for a target. All right? So it has to be clear. When you have a clear goal, there's three elements that come into place. Focus. You're focusing your time, activities, and the direction. If someone is coming from another industry, let's say you are a coach and someone is coming from another industry talking about real estate or talking about network marketing, don't get me wrong, those are other resources that you can add later on. But if you're really focused on your craft, you want to say no yet or no thanks, because you are focused on, because you are operating with a clear idea. Makes sense? The second one, awareness. You become aware of the habits, ideas, processes that you maybe habits that you need to change, ideas that you need to change, remove, upgrade, processes or rituals that you need to add or remove. And the third one, which is actually the combination of pretty much everything, clarity. You are clear. You have a clear direction with your attention as well. All right? The first, and I will say, most important question that you need to ask when you are about to set a new goal. And I know there's so many processes, but here, this is one of the most powerful ones. What do you really want? What do I really want? It's simple. I know it is really simple. Sometimes we confuse simplicity with something that is just so simple to be true. It has to be that simple. Just what do you really want? And let me tell you, when I come across of this first, my first mentor, he asked me, "What do you really want?" And I was like, "Want money, okay, or I want a business." I didn't know what business. I didn't know how much. I want to be happy. So those were like kind of wobbly things, but I wasn't clear because most of my thoughts was directed to the things that I don't want this. I don't want to be late. I don't want this. I don't want, and you can fill the blank. As you may see, no When was the last time? And maybe if you've been here for a while, maybe you've been asking this question. But if this is new for you, open up your imagination, open yourself, open your mind to receive this question. What do I really want? What do you really want to see in your life? Maybe a new house, maybe that beautiful business that is bringing clients, and those clients are really beautiful clients that are really ready for you. Maybe for you, you want to be in a different financial situation to not only to help yourself, but you help your parents, help provide a better service, hiring some teams members. What is for you? Take a moment. Take a moment, and if you can pause this if you want, you just take 60 seconds and just like suspend this belief. Suspend this belief and think, what do I really want? And sometimes it's challenging because, like I said before, we've been thinking of the things that we don't want. But now it's time to think about what do we really want, because this is our life. This is not only about business. This is not only about setting goals here and there. This is our life. If we don't set our goals consciously, someone is going to set those for us. Either the society, either influenced by friends, what we see in TV, you name it. So here you have the opportunity to set the goals that really light you up. What do you really want? And you know what you want deep inside. And sometimes it's so big that we don't let ourselves even to go into our imagination. Right here, again, suspend this belief. Open your mind, bring your imagination. Remember when you were a child and it was this wild, I want to be a doctor, I want to be this. And sometimes we think that this is only for kids. No. It's for all of us. So what do you really want? Right? After you ask yourself that question, and after watching this replay, set 30 minutes, just 30 minutes without any distractions. Put classical music. And why classical music? Because classical music neutralizes the mind. You get relaxed and then think, what do I really want? And let yourself get into this flow. Let yourself unleash the imagination and bring it. And then after that, I do have an example right here. You can do a list like this. It could be 10 things that you want, 20 things that you want, you name it. One process that I love to do, set a goal for a year. And then remember, in a year, so many things could happen. From there, you can, from that year, divide that goal every quarter. We go in details in my programs, but right here, you can do that. Set a goal for the next year. And if you have so many ones like me, I want this, I would love to see this in my life, choose one personal and one business-wise, professional one that are going to help you, that by achieving both or by achieving one, it's going to help you to attract the others, if that makes sense. Let's say you have a financial goal. And if it is a financial goal, own it. Many people, and I'm going to put so many examples about business because we are here in business. We come to business and we said, well, we want to help people. That is a standard. I know that you want to help people. I want to help people. That is, and if you're like me, that is a standard. It's not even like you're coming to business because you want to help someone else, right? That is not even something it's not even out of my thought. But right here, you offer a product, a service that is transforming in one area in your client's life. So by providing that service, you receive You have this beautiful cycle of giving, receiving. Makes sense? So if for you it's a financial goal, let's say you want to reach 6 figures, 7 figures, own it. Because sometimes we like put like, I call it artificial want, or we put a filter or a mask. And let me tell you, when we do that, at the first challenge, at the first setback, we hold back as well. Because there's not a strong emotional connection. It has to be strong. It has to be something that you really want. That doesn't mean that you come from need, but you want it. It's a desire, something like that lights you up. All right. So once you have one, I want you to come back, or if you can screenshot this later on, that goal is going to challenge your thinking. Thoughts of, it's not possible. Who do you think you are? It's going to take time. You name it, are going to come. It's going to challenge your belief system as well. It's going to challenge your belief about maybe about money, maybe about you charging certain amounts, you name it. The third one, you're going to feel uncomfortable because it's like, you want it, you desire it's so good, but when it comes to say, I want this, I'm going to shoot for this, we came across the paradigm, and I'm going to talk about paradigms as well. It's like something is holding us back. It's like, it's like a barrier right here, right? We feel uncomfortable, but that is natural. When you feel uncomfortable, it's natural because it's an idea that is not in harmony yet with your paradigm. It's like buying new shoes. You know that those shoes are your size. You know that you love them. You know that you pick them. And when you put them on, and we've all been there, it feels kind of not that natural, right? But after a few hours, maybe after a few days, are yours. This is your second nature. It's like they're so comfortable, right? It's the same thing here. When an idea comes and it feels so right, it's challenge your thinking, of course, it's challenge your belief system. It feels so uncomfortable, but you know that it's yours. Move through, because you're going for something that is going to help you to stretch, that is going to help you to change, that is going to help you grow into that woman that has that as part of her nature. Make sense? Right here, I'm bringing this graphic again. We have where we currently are. It doesn't matter if we're doing great. We are having current ideas, thoughts, income, people, impact. Let me spell right here. The second one right here on the star, you have, when you set a goal, new people, new situations, new thoughts, new ideas are joining you. Just take a moment, and I bet you already achieved some milestones. Life change makes sense. Life change after you achieve that. One of the things that I'm gonna bring later on this session, one of the moments that changed my life was when I released 90 pounds. I put myself a goal. I set a goal, and I put a date. I give myself 7 months to release 90 pounds, and I did it. I will say in month 4, I did attract my personal trainer, and my personal trainer, she's an ex-Olympia. I was attracting that kind of level because that woman was not on my field available to me, because before I was just setting I want to release 5 pounds, 10 pounds. Makes sense? So when it's bigger, you want to track the people, situations, and circumstances. Not all at once. It didn't happen in one day, in 1 month, but it happened at month 4, right? And I did achieve that goal. I give myself 9 months, and I did achieve that goal in 7 months. That was really powerful. Right here. Once you have that, like I said, you can come back. You can screenshot this. Once you have that want, and I'm gonna put this example, financial example, but you can put any number. I'm just putting this for the sake of putting an example, right? I want you to write this as in present moment, like it's already happening. You're already living it. because your mind only lives, your subconscious mind only doesn't distinguish if it is imagination or if you are reliving it. And the command is in the present moment. All right. Here we're not gonna go in depth on how to do that, but I'm gonna give you this tool that is really powerful. I suggest you to write out your goal in the present tense, like I said, and put this 4-step formula. First of all, I'm so happy and grateful now that. I'm so happy and grateful now that. Or you can say, I'm so happy and grateful knowing. You can use both. The second part, I'm receiving $10,000 with ease and joy every month. As you may see, I want you to catch this. I'm receiving. People who said, you have to earn it, I'm receiving it. I love receiving it because I can receive it through my business. I can receive it through another resource. I'm receiving $10,000. You can be specific right here in the amount that you want. Or I'm releasing if you want to release weight. I'm releasing, right? I'm receiving $10,000 with ease and joy every month because you want to have it, you want to feel that ease and joy. You don't want to hustle. You don't want to receive them when you're sick or when you're feeling burnt out, or you don't want to receive those $10,000 from an accident, right? A compensation. You don't want that. So the more specific, the best. And my clients and my team are getting wonderful results with my world-class service as and leadership as mindset mentor, and you name it. You put your field. You can modify this, but I'm adding the third line because you're saying you have an idea or what are you giving to others, and they're having amazing results. You imagine them having those transformational, amazing, life-changing events with your product, with your service. And you also put what you do. But this could be, you can adapt this depending on what field are you in. The fourth part and the last one, it is done and I love it. It's done and I love it. And if you feel it feels so good, I do have mine here. I suggest you, if you want, this is just only a suggestion. Clear one, because we always have the phone here. You can put like a piece of paper and note right here. This is called a goal card. You can reach out to me and I can send that to you. You can reach us, and I'm going to put the information right here on the description as well. But that is just really amazing, okay? Moving forward, the second step, and this is correlating with what are the things I need to change with, right? What are the things, what are the things I need to change? What are the ideas, the beliefs, the behaviors that we need to change? And in order to understand this deeper, I'm bringing you this word, which is paradigms. And paradigms is just another word for habits, ideas fixed in our subconscious mind that control 96 to 98% of our behavior, and all of our behavior is habitual. I want you to take a moment and right now think about your day. What do you usually, what time you usually wake up? What time you go to bed? What usually do you wear? What are the types of food that you eat? You brush your teeth, of course. So there's some activities that are that we have a habit that is like a routine. And I'm not saying that routines are not good, but sometimes we have habits or ideas that are no longer serving us. We have ideas, behaviors that are no longer helping us to reach new levels. Makes sense? And right here is when we start reprogramming our mind. Or the paradigms control or decision making, the way that we think, the ideas that we accept, the ideas that we reject, the way that we live in, the things that we eat, pretty much everything. I want you to think about, and if you, like I said, after that you can do the exercise about the goal setting, but I know you have an idea of what you want. Let's bring it right here. Once you have an idea, once you have a goal, like it's huge, something that excites you, immediately, thoughts like how, money, I'm not sure, sounds good, but time, I don't know if it's possible for me, I can't, join you right away. Try it. Happens at the same time. It doesn't matter in what level you're in. I do have clients that are making 4 figures, 5 figures, and 6 figures. They have companies that are even bigger than mine, but they come to me when they want to change their paradigm, when they want to work in their mindset. So this is huge, all right? So understanding that when we are reaching for something bigger, thoughts like this are gonna come, but you don't have to listen to them. You don't have to buy into those thoughts, right? And those thoughts actually are bringing you important information and bringing you the actually the beliefs, the ideas, the habits that you need to change, right? I'm bringing this graphic, and if you're familiar with this graphic, you already know what it is. It's the stick man, if this is, or the genie, but if this is new for you, this is a representation of the mind. Many of us, I used to think that the mind was the brain, and the brain is just a part of the body, but it's not the mind. The mind is in every single cell of our body. But in one thing as well, the creator of this graphic, the stick man, he was a practitioner back then in 1934, Dr. Fit in San Antonio, Texas. He discovered that there were people that there were no hardy. The problem was not at a body level. It was something more deeper. And he gave us the understanding, and we already know this in one way or another, that we think in pictures. Before I go in depth in this, I'm gonna take you in a little exercise right here. I want you to think about your favorite book, your favorite Starbucks drink. Or if you don't drink coffee, your favorite drink. I want you to think about your favorite car. When you think about that, let me guess. Immediately, the image it came in your front of your mind, in your mind's eye. When you think about your favorite car or your dream car, you bring the image of the car. When you think about your favorite book, you bring the image of the book. When you are thinking about your favorite drink or Starbucks drink, you bring it in your mind's eye, right? You don't think about CAR, about the letters. You bring the image. So that's why we think in pictures. And if we don't have an image of the mind, which is the mind that we need to change, is he came with this graphic to represent that. Imagine that, like I said, the mind is in every single cell of the body, but in order to make this more understandable, imagine that the first part of your head, the first part is your conscious, the second part is your subconscious, and the rest is the body. All right. So our mind is divided in two: the conscious mind, the minds that go to school, the minds that has all the information, all the bachelors, all the courses that you take, all those things, but only 2 to 4% is showing up in the results. Our subconscious mind is in charge to the 96 to the 98%. What that means, that if you are operating with an obsolete, with ideas that are coming from actually, right here, our paradigm was created in the first 7 years of our life. All the things that we saw, the way that we saw life, mom, dad living life, or grandparents, the school system, or teachers, or little friends, everything was just coming like, this is me, this is me. So the paradigm is just a combination of other people. As you may see, if you are now, even if you're getting amazing results, because I do have some places that I do have amazing results, but there's always room to improve. And even, or vice versa, if you don't have the results that you want, but you have all the knowledge, now you know, maybe you're operating with a paradigm that is no longer serving you. And we all have a paradigm. I'm not saying that all parts of the paradigm are not helping you, right? At one point in your childhood, we're helping you. Maybe you have an idea that you have to be quiet, and now you are coming in here and being an entrepreneur, and you know that part of being an entrepreneur for you is doing presentations, for you is going live, for you is streaming with people, and you're like, "Ah, I have to be quiet. I don't know when I want to talk. Is something here on my throat, or I'm shy." Who told you that? Start questioning those ideas, because those are just only ideas that you can change, right? And our paradigm is responsible for 96 to 98% of the results, right? So right here, I want you to take a moment and ask yourself, how much can your life change if we do this work, if you do this work? You can take control here, take full responsibility, and start changing your life and your results. Now you know that maybe you are a CEO of a company, and you have some clients or some team members that are having amazing results, and or they're helping you a lot in your business, and they're so driven, and other people, you give them the same training, you give them the tools, but something is not clicking. Now you know. It's a paradigm. It's not about discipline. It's not about willpower. It's not about that they're lazy or they're not wanting to think enough. It's the paradigm. And right here, you have the opportunity to help them by helping yourself first. All right? Once again, I'm bringing this graphic again, and topic again about the thoughts. When you think about something that is not in harmony yet with your current paradigm, it's going to sound crazy because it's not in harmony with that. It's not the idea. It's because it's not in harmony with your current paradigm. Makes sense? That's why all those thoughts are coming, like trying to hijack that. But now you have an understanding. What we do here is create a new paradigm. We're not, I've been listening to this, or I've been seeing in some quotes, be me versus me, or it's just myself versus myself. I'm not buying into that idea. It's me and me. I'm understanding myself. Now I know that I do have a paradigm. How do I know? The best way to know my paradigm, the results that I do have. Easy. I don't get emotionally involved. And right here, now with understanding and with tools and guidance, I do have the opportunity to create something bigger. So right here, when you're about to change your results, change your life in any area, start creating a new paradigm. Here, like I said, it's not about by fighting what you have. It's not about being like all upset with yourself. Building a new paradigm, putting new ideas in your mind. I wanted to bring this quote. We don't get what we want. We can desire that goal. We get what we are, who we are. All right. So in order to achieve, to align with that goal, you need to change. You need to become that woman first. It's like asking for fire and you don't want to put the wood, you want the fire first. It doesn't work that way, my friend. Right here, we have to become that woman. We have to change the paradigm, the ideas, thoughts, feelings, and actions has to be in alignment. That could be another lesson, right? Third point here, our self-image needs to be upgraded. We cannot surpass our self-image, but we can change it. We can modify it. Right here is huge because our self-image is a bigger part of our paradigm, and our self-image was created in the first 7 years of life. And I'm so passionate about because I'm a pro of this. I'm really pro. I'm really a pro. I love this because I've been changing my self-image now a few times. And if you want to work specifically in your self-image, I am the one. I am the one. Self-image. I'm going to give you a definition that easy to remember. You don't have to bring 20,000 books. For me, simplicity is key. Simplicity, able to integrate information, something that you can digest and move on. Self-image is basically how do you see yourself? How do we see ourselves? Not the external picture, the external reflection, right? Not what we see in the pictures, not when we see it when we're staring in the front of the mirror. How do we see ourselves? What do you think when nobody's watching? Just be really honest. And I'm so passionate about it because, like I said, this is my jam. This is my son of genius. Who you are when no one is watching. What are your thoughts? Do you think that you're capable? Do you really think that you deserve those things? Or still some thoughts are contradictory, but you're putting the mask? And this is not like to feel guilty, to feel like, oh, what are you trying to say? No, we do require honesty to start making those changes. We need to know where we are. Right here, our self-image is like our blueprint. It's like that, but we can change that. That is the good news. And even if you have an amazing self-image, if you want to go to the next level, if you want better results, you need to upgrade it. Or self-image as being part of our paradigm controls all results or income, business, the type of business that you have, to relationships, possibilities as well. I'm bringing these pictures, and yes, those women. In every single picture, I recognize that was one version of myself. It's not only about the physique, my friends. It's not only about that. This is deeper. And if you, the whole training, you're watching the whole training because every single thing is important. But if you catch this lesson, my friend, your life can change. Your life can change if you catch this lesson. Because this changed my life from 9 to day. This changed my life. In the first picture, I thank her. This lady, it was me, was back in 2012, I will say, overweight. I was working in a supermarket, earning like 11 bucks per hour. I was having a toxic relationship. I was having, at that time, 2 kids, no education. Life was happening to me. Really angry, shy. My habits, ideas, behaviors were in alignment because I was seeing myself in that way. Something changed in 2014 when I gave birth to my little one. Now he's turning 9 on December 24th. Something happens. God is always, I believe in God. Maybe you believe in source or universe. It's always aligning us. I put myself in shape, like I said, I mentioned before. Can you imagine waiting? Your weight was 200 pounds after having a baby, and then releasing 90 pounds, being so lean, so beautiful in less than 7 months. I was operating with a clear image. I was operating with a real desire. I knew that I was possible. Back then, I didn't have any knowledge about training. I didn't knew my personal training. I didn't knew nutrition. I didn't knew nothing. But I did have a clear picture of what I wanted. It was clear. 110 pounds, beautiful lean, tight like this. And I'm saying this with so much power because I lived through this and I'm still grading my self-image. Make sense? So if you want to work specifically on this one, and this applies not only for the physique, applies for business, where you're currently earning, where you're currently bringing into your business. It could be 6 figures, amazing. It could be 4 figures, amazing. 5 figures. If you want to go to the next level, 7 figures, you name it. This is required. This is required, my friend, because you can have the best training, you can have the best things, but if you don't have this, nothing is going to happen. I promise you that. Right here, I put myself in shape before competing. Right here, I was already in shape. That turning point allowed me to feel more confident and to release that relationship, to go on my own, to become a dental assistant, to start working by myself in a 9 to 5, of course, but in a beautiful place. But something was not clicking yet. Meanwhile, as well, I became a bodybuilding competitor. as you may see right there. And I was starting to create that image. I became a personal trainer as well. Things were moving. 2019, my friends, before the pandemic. Like I said, God, universal source, put you the people, situations, circumstances, or thoughts. Or maybe sometimes it's removing people, situations that you don't understand. I released this job, the 9 to 5, back in September and October. I did have the first opportunity. By that time, I was already with my first mentor. By October, I did have the opportunity to fly to LA. And from there, in that seminar, in that gathering, that weekend, I met my business partner. This was not a coincidence. I was in alignment. I was bringing the situation, circumstances make sense. You are the vortex, but you. Let me tell you something. When I was 200 pounds, or when I was working in a dental place, this knowledge was available. Self-development is being now for years here, but it was not available for me because I was not thinking on that. Make sense? And I'm really passionate about because this is the real deal. So I started working with that consultant in his company, started to training and all that good stuff, as you may see. Also, I was modeling, I was doing photo shoots and all that. And then back in 2021, I have an incident when I lost my sight. And from there, I decided to move on my own. I decided to bet again on myself, putting myself in was 4-figure, 5-figure mastermind. And from then I haven't stopped. More and more and more and more and more and more. For my company, 2023 has been one of the years that have been changing a lot. For my company, and from here, I'm getting to help people in a greater level. Because I'm not coming from one book, my friends. I'm not coming from one program. I'm coming from the best. And if you want help with this, I'm the one that could help you. Right here in the last one is my current self-image. Not only the way that I look, my friends, the people that I get to help are in alignment. The services like right now, I get to share the kind of confidence I do have to say that if you want this, I have it here. There are options as well. Now I'm grading, and this is exciting. Right here, I'm bringing back again this graphic where we are. It doesn't matter if we are doing amazing. I'm remarking this for the fifth time, I guess. We have a current self-image. And that self-image is producing results. It's producing the impact. It's producing the income. Remember, because it's a bigger part of our paradigm. When we set a new goal, and that goal has to be something really exciting, really something that is going to help us to grow. That goal requires a new self-image. And that self-image, it will produce new results, new impact, new income. That's why I know this work is the real deal. And from that new self-image, my friends, the ones that are like, no, it's not only mindset. From that new self-image, you can choose your mentor, you can choose your strategy, you can choose your team members. Make sense? This is the real deal. Again, this graphic. It doesn't matter how many things you are having in your conscious mind. You can memorize this stuff. But if we don't put this consciously and the subconscious, if we don't get emotional involved with the idea, and I didn't tell you this, the subconscious mind is the emotional mind. The mind that is just, if you mix an intention with emotion, you got it, my friend. And then you act. Again, this graphic. This is science. This is working with universal laws. This is not by accident. This is by design, right? Remember again here, I'm bringing this graphic. Your first 7 years, there were no conscious mind, my friend. The way that the deepest, the way that you see money is coming from here. Maybe you've been upgrading that, right? Remember the 2 to 4% is coming from the books, from the knowledge, from the podcast. But if you haven't put this consciously or getting emotionally involved with the idea, 96 to 98% is going to come from this place. We need to upgrade our self-image in order to go to the next level. And there's always a new level. There's always a new level. That's why when you're thinking about a new level, when you're thinking about creating something in your business, something in your personal life, don't go to the next trick. Don't go to the strategy. Don't do more. Don't put more routines over routines over routines. What you need to do is work on your self-images. Start working, setting new goals. Start understanding what is the current paradigm. Start working in your self-image. Because if not, the jojo effect is going to come. You gain 5 pounds, you release 5 pounds. Up and down. Money up and down. Business up and down. Mood up and down. And you want to be steady. You want to be neutral. You want to be neutral and go up and up and up. All right? Self-image again. Remember the deepest ideas. If you hadn't changed it, or if maybe you have all the trainings in the world, but something is not clicking yet, this is the key, my friend. This lesson can change your life if you decide it. So ask yourself who I need to become. Like I said, I'm not going to give you 20,000 things to do. The simplicity is the power that we have. The simple, the best. Who I need to become. And when I said become, is who is the woman that is producing the results that is already living inside within me, that I need to activate, right? Again, your current self-image is bringing you your current results, your current impact, your current income. In order to, when you set a new goal, when you start understanding what is the paradigm, when you start changing your paradigm, which is actually a big part of the paradigm is your self-image, when you start to change it and acting. Because remember, sometimes we can have the best ideas, we can feel so really good, but if we don't act, my friend, the idea is not in the subconscious yet, okay? Here, I'm gonna finish with this phrase, with this quote, phrase, you name it. You are creating by design here, my friend. You're not creating by default. If you are ready to take and elevate your game even more, those 3 elements need to be in place. And there could be more, but I'm giving you the keys. The keys that are gonna open your next level, and not only your next level for you, your next level that will affect, that will help, that will permeate your family, your business, your clients, your impact, your income, your quality of life. Make sense? So this is huge. I want you to take a moment. This is not only information, my friends. This is the real deal. This is the thing that we need to work behind the scenes. Like I said, the strategy, the program that you get to choose, the business model, the funnels, all those things are easy. But when you work in this, because you are coming from a different place, from a different vibration, from a different energy, and people can feel, right? If you want to create by design and not by default, this is the work. Thank you so much for being here. The recommendations right here. You can come back. You have the recording right now. Take additional notes. Then take some screenshots. Destinate those 30 minutes. Remember those 30 minutes. Put classical music. Think about the things that you want. Start writing down. Suggestions here. Pay attention of those thoughts that are coming, because those are the things that you need to change, that are blocking what you want, and start changing your self-image. Who's the woman that is producing those results? And if you are ready to go to the next level, we have different ways to get to work together. You're gonna receive an email with more information. With that being said, have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful afternoon, depending on what time are you watching this. If you're now ready, like I said, reach us. We're gonna put our social media in the way that you can contact us in the description. You're gonna receive an extra email as well. Thank you so much for your attention. This I said, this is the key. This is the key to your freedom. This is the key to the new impact. This is the key to your new level, if you desire so. Be great. Take care. Bye-bye.